This movie is a coming-of-age story about a young woman named Doris who is dealing with her brother's serious illness. This movie seems confused which narrative that it wants to focus on. It keeps switching between the hospice, Doris' new circle, her mother's desperation, and the relationship between her and Paul. The movie doesn't leave any space for any inch of the narrative to breathe. It struggles to find its emotional core as the lack of depth sinks the film to the point where you cannot resonate. The movie wants the viewer to feel every story beat, yet since there isn't much development on every one of them, the narrative loses itself on all accounts. Each part of the narrative can be ripped and made into a separate project, allowing the movie to find its footing and focus on developing one story at a time. Since the narrative is piled on top of each other, this movie only scratches the surface of the story, which ultimately falls short of its potential. The last narrative especially feels frustrating, as Woody Harrelson's character pops in and out of the story like a ghost. He's only present in about 1/3 of the movie, and most of the conversations are frustratingly thin. This recurring subplot puts a damper on what's otherwise an often poignant drama about the discord between a mother and daughter, also Doris' newfound friendship with her classmates. For all of the touching moments it wants to create itself with, the movie never manages to do so adequately because of its artificial emotional underpinnings. It makes it hard for one to connect or even feel something for the characters enduring saddening hardships. We keep wishing for something more substantial written for Christine's character throughout the movie. She's a loving and caring mother, overburdened with an impossible situation, and we don't get enough quiet moments from her to offset her understandable anger. There are interesting scenes centered around Doris and her friends as well. However, they offer little insight into teen friendship that we haven't seen in dozens of films before. In the end, there's too much for the movie to capture in under 2 hours, so it's ultimately too unfocused in the way it approaches its many themes. Overall, it's not worth to spend time to watch this. We do not recommend this movie at all.